A superstar's gear is one of the most important aspects of developing a character in WWE. We often see our favorite stars dressed up in amazing attires, but did you know that a lot of them are heavily inspired by pop culture? Well, today, we're going to go over 10 craziest cosplays by WWE superstars. Before we get into it, let's play a trivia game. At the 2017 Payback, Alexa Bliss's attire was based on a certain character from the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Do you know which character it was based on? Comment below the answer because I will be responding. But you need to smash the like button in order for it to work.
We'll play a little game.
We're starting off with the one and only Sasha Banks, who was a #1 entry in the first ever Women's Royal Rumble match in 2018. Banks definitely shined during the event and made history alongside both current and past WWE women, including Trish Stratus. What you may have missed is that her gear was inspired by DC's Wonder Woman. The most famous portrayal of the character on the big screen is by Gal Gadot.
Sasha Banks probably wearing the Wonder Woman gear here tonight as well.
The Boss isn't the only superstar to pay homage to a popular DC character. In fact, at WrestleMania 25, Rey Mysterio cosplayed the Joker, Heath Ledger's version of the character from The Dark Knight, to be more specific. We've seen quite a lot of comic book-inspired attires from Rey, but this one has to be the most exciting, as Ledger's portrayal of the Joker was critically acclaimed and still remains as one of the best interpretations of the character.
You complete me.
While we're on the topic of comic book villains, let's talk about the time Seth Rollins cosplayed the Mad Titan, Thanos, at SummerSlam 2018. Seth's attire was almost the same exact copy of Thanos' outfit from Avengers Infinity War. Let's just hope he won't turn half of the WWE roster into dust. Oh, wait, John Cena has been doing that for over a decade already.
They would all cease to exist. I call that mercy.
In 2005, during a Diva Halloween costume contest, Candice Michelle showed up as the one and only Catwoman. But not just any Catwoman. Her costume was inspired by Halle Berry's version of the character from the 2004 movie Catwoman. Even though both the film itself and Berry's performance were highly criticized, it still made a great Halloween costume.
Oh my goodness, I don't know who's hotter, Halle Berry as Catwoman or Candice Michelle.
And here's the answer to the trivia. At the 2017 Payback, the MCU character Alexa Bliss cosplayed was the Iron Man. At this point, Iron Man is basically synonymous with Robert Downey Jr., but now that Tony Stark sacrificed himself to save the world, maybe Alexa can be the Iron Woman. Bliss also won her first ever Raw Women's Championship during the event, and she did it with style.
Iron Man.
Alexa Bliss seems to really be into cosplay. She has channeled the Riddler, Harley Quinn, Freddy Krueger, and many more. But our favorite has to be the time she cosplayed the Chucky doll from the Child's Play movie franchise. She even wore his trademark overalls and all.
She's not a good guy, doll. She's a bad gal tonight. I appreciate that.
During the 2019 Elimination Chamber, Ronda Rousey was set to compete against Ruby Riott for the Raw Women's Championship. When Rousey made her entrance, her attire was quite different from her usual style, and that's because it was inspired by Sonya Blade from the Mortal Kombat video game franchise. This cosplay becomes even more interesting when you realize that Ronda is actually the voice actor behind Sonya Blade in the latest release of the game.
Oh, looks like Sonya Blade is in the building!
During a Diva Halloween costume contest in 2010, Michelle McCool and Layla made their grand entrance dressed as Lady Gaga and Beyoncé, respectively. The contest later turned into a tag match, and Layla even did some of Beyoncé's moves from her music video Single Ladies, which was hilarious. Lady Gaga and Beyoncé collaborated on their song Telephone in 2010, and it was a massive hit during the time. So, of course, LayCool had to hop on the trend.
You've been a very bad girl. A very, very bad girl, Gaga.
On a Halloween episode of Raw in 2016, Enzo, Amore, and Big Cass decided to dress up as Buzz Lightyear and Woody from the Toy Story franchise. Enzo was set to compete against Luke Gallows in a trick or street fight. The match was very chaotic, and Enzo ended up winning the match. To infinity and beyond.
Or should I say, traitor? I don't have time for this.
And that was our list. Which one was your favorite cosplay? Are there any other cosplays we forgot to mention? Comment below and make sure to leave a big like.